Howdy, folks. So I just wanted to do another video updating, probably a year or so later, of how the chamber's doing and how everything's going. Please excuse the mess. I just haven't cleaned up in a while, but so far the chamber's going really well. I've got, you can see a bunch of product in here. So I'll just talk quickly about some of the modifications I've made. Not many. It's pretty much the same as last video. As you can see right now, while we have the opportunity, it's dead quiet. Humidifier's not on, fridge isn't on, but now that I opened it, it's gonna kick on pretty soon. But if you listen, it's dead quiet. I've reattached let me see if I can get a shot here. I've reattached the fan that comes with the fridge. So that fan intakes, if you remember from a previous video, that intakes air up in. So air flows up inside the chamber, up through that fan, and it blows out blows out the back where that little gap is back there, and it comes down. And it's pretty gentle. It's not too bad. You know, it's not too bad. You look at the tag back there, you can see it kind of moving. That's about the airflow that it causes, but previously I had it on 24/7, so I had it separate. The fan was separate from the compressor, so the fan would run all the time, and then whenever the compressor needed to turn on, it would just turn on. And I got some good product out of it. I've gotten one of the best salamis I ever made. It was a Finocchiona, a fennel salami, really good. But it got me thinking with this new batch, and this new batch is very expensive. I would honestly, there's probably like close to $500 worth of pork in here. So I got a little nervous, and I thought, well, maybe I can do it better. Maybe that with the fan on constantly. I was getting salami in about 2.5 weeks. Now that's like 40% weight loss in 2.5 weeks. I just thought that was a little quick. So I thought, okay, maybe I can do something about it. So what I did was I reattached the fan that comes with the fridge. It's back with the compressor at the same time. So now when everything kicks on together, and then it shuts off. So I'll close this real quick, and we'll let it get back to optimal conditions. And I'll just, again, excuse the mess. I've been pulling this out and experimenting with stuff. So I ended up velcroing this power strip into the back. So a lot of these cords were sometimes creating a lot of weight back here and pulling the devices that I made backwards. So I guess I could just Velcro them, but that was my solution now. So here we go. It's back to being quiet again. So what I have added, though, was I realized I had a spare 120 millimeter fan that sits back there in the middle towards the back and just gently blows breeze. Now it's a lot less than what the fridge would do. So I think it's going to be a happy medium between the air circulation of the fridge activating and and this computer fan is a little bit less. So I think it's going to provide some air circulation, but not overly do it and cause any chance for case hardening. And as you can hear, it's very quiet. So it's nice. And one thing I love, and if you've been following this video, is it's also extremely discreet. I added that, and you would never even know it was in there. So it's anything up above this little shelf in here tends to be pretty hidden. So yeah, just adding that fan, I'm gonna see how it turns out. I think I've weighed it last night, and we're on track to finish at 40% weight loss. So I think we're looking good there. So in here we've got 3 different salamis. I've got a fennel salami, a calabrese, and a orange and walnut salami. And then I've got 3 different types of copa. I've got a spicy copa, a fennel cured copa, and what was this one? This one was juniper bay leaf copa. And then I've got, today I just added the pancettas. So those have just been added in now. So lots of product going, and everything looks really great. The fridge has just been running absolutely perfectly. It really keeps your temps and your humidity really nicely. One tip I've probably talked about before is I'm gonna make a much more elegant solution, but one of the solutions I use right now is just kind of dumb, but I'm just gonna make a wedge eventually. But one thing, if you're using this style fridge and you don't modify it for like an external port, just what I do sometimes is I just honestly see that little gap, just a little bit. You know, sometimes you can do it a little more if you feel like it. I'm gonna eventually just build a little wedge that goes right there to keep the door open a little bit. I honestly think if you're not going to alter the fridge, just that slight crack in the door is all you need to provide a means for that humid air that's circulating in there to escape. And then obviously every day or so you're going to go in and you're going to open it to check on things, and that's going to recycle the air. But I think it's important to leave a crack in the door open, because one of the things people always say is the humidity spikes up really high. And if the humidity spikes up really high, if you have the door sealed and you don't have any way for that humid air in there to circulate out. So I highly recommend, if you're going to do something like this and you want to keep it nice and sleek and not alter any of the walls and keep it as a fridge, because when I'm not doing charcuterie or salumi or anything, I basically can turn off this stuff, and this is a fridge, and I put beer in here, and when I have company, there's an extra fridge, and I like that. And providing a slight crack in the door provides a little bit of, means for the humidity to escape in case it spikes up a little too high. So, yeah. So that's where we are right now. It's just a nice little update on how things are going, and maybe I'll do an update after the product is done and how it turned out. So, all right, until next time.